So I wanted to come here today to talk a little bit about what happens when you get on a strategy call, a breakthrough call, a session, a discovery call, however you want to call it, both with me and my team, but also in general, what happens when you get on a call. Obviously, every team is different. Everybody does it different. And if you've been around my list for a while, if you've been around me for a while, you know that this is what we do, right? I invite people to get on a call with me, with my team, with everybody that we're working with, and to see what's going on. So I know that there's a lot of people that have been curious about it and thought about should I get on a call with Fabi? Should I get on a call with her team? Should I not? What should I do? And have been thinking about it, but haven't been actually actively doing it. So I kind of wanted to give you guys a little bit of that behind the scenes look at how it works and why getting on a call is something that is really good for you, regardless of what happens, right? So as you guys have seen, basically my main call to action through my business is inviting people to get on a call. If you're in my emails, you see that pretty much in every single one of my emails, I have at the end of it or at some point an invitation to get you on the phone. Now, here's what that call is not about at all. That call is not about selling you into something. That call is not about getting you to give me your credit card. That call is not about pushing you or tricking you into making a decision around anything. For me, that call is really about looking at where you're at, where you want to be, and if we can help you there, period, right? That is it. It's not about pushing. It's not about shoving. It's not about tricking you. That is not the type of business that I have. In case you haven't noticed, I am not a deceitful person. I am not a person who is trying to find or weasel my way through the way that I get people to become my clients. And it's the reason why I have been so successful at this so far. So the way that I do it, or the way that I envision it, is really about getting you as much clarity as you possibly could have. So usually the call starts with me, with Deb, with Mel. We have somebody else coming on the team soon. So it comes with anybody in my team, and everybody in my team is amazing. They're an extension of me. So if you don't get on a call with me, it's totally fine because my team is amazing. Right, Laura? Laura knows because she's like Deb's best friend. But anyways, so you get on the phone with us, and the way that this call starts is we start asking you questions around your business. So we ask you what's going on, what do you do, what is your price point, who is your audience, what are you struggling with the most, where do you feel like things are not going correct. So it really genuinely is about getting you clarity and understanding what's going on right now. Then from that, we move into talking about your vision. So what is it that you actually want in your business? Because that gives us clarity around what direction you want to take, right? So if, for example, you're in a place in your business where you're just starting out and you're still trying to figure out, how do I offer my services or how do I package it? I'm not really sure. Well, that could give us clues to how we could help you, or if you could help you. We might not be able to help you at all. There are certain types of businesses which I personally don't work with. For example, I don't work with product-based businesses anymore. I have helped product-based businesses in the past, but I don't do it anymore. So understanding maybe, okay, this is where I'm at and this is where I want to be, and looking at what's wrong, what is not going correctly. So you guys know that I talk a lot about the brand strategy pyramid, about looking at all the different layers of your business, from mindset to foundation to your audience, differentiation to marketing to branding or visual brand. So we look at what all these, what's going on in every single one of these little things in your business. What is your messaging currently like? Maybe you don't have a message. Maybe you're just starting out and that's part of your problem. Maybe you do have a message and maybe it's a little tiny tweak that you need to do, and there's no reason, we don't feel like we can help you completely because it's so simple, you're almost there. But maybe we look at it and we say, you know what, Chelsea, it feels like you need to figure this part out. So we basically get an idea of who you are, what's going on with you, and look at what you want, what your vision is, because this also gives us clues around how or if we could help you. If your vision is to build a business that generates $500 a month, well, it might not be the type of business that we can help, because the way that we work, or the way that I do things, is really about getting you to $10,000, $20,000, $80,000 a month, whatever that number can be. I have a client that I'm working with right now. I posted about this yesterday, who we just started working with 3 weeks ago, I believe, and she's already made $84,000 in the past 10 days. So that is the type of result that I want you to have. And if your vision for your business is still very, very small, I might not be the right person to be able to help you through it. But here's the thing about that call. That call is not about selling you into a program or anything. It really is about serving you. It's about looking, okay, what's going on? Where do you want to be? And how are you going to get there? And the how are you going to get there, it could be through us, but it might not be at all. It might be, okay, it seems like your type of business and the type of thing that you're doing, you need to find this type of coach, or you need to work with this person. Sometimes we refer you to specific people that could help you do these things. So it really is a mix of us seeing how we could help you, and you see, like, like, for us to be able to diagnose what's going on in your business. If you've been on a call with our team, you know that it really is just a conversation, a great conversation that gives you a ton of clarity. Like, we've had people message us after calls saying, wow, just that call was life-changing. It really got me so much clarity in my business and so many things. I'm so excited just from this call. Thank you. Like, we had somebody who messaged us recently saying, just from that call alone, I was able to go on and do this thing and generate $10,000 just from that call. So it really is a call that's going to help you get clarity like never before. It's for us to see if we can help you, but also for you to see if what we have to offer is something that could interest you, if it applies, because sometimes it generally doesn't apply. Like, for example, for my one-on-one, I genuinely do not take on anybody right now as a one-on-one. I am very specific about the type of people that I take on. Just because, you know, there's so much work involved, and there's so many little things involved that I just want to make sure that, look at Chelsea. She says, talking with Deb felt like talking with a friend, even though I had never met her before. She's amazing. And Mel, Chelsea, you haven't met Mel, but Mel is just as incredible as Deb is. Like, they're just so wonderful, and they're such good people. And like I was saying, we don't take on everybody. We don't offer things to everybody. I've talked about this before. I talked about the importance of building a powerful client experience a few days ago. I did a whole video on that. Go watch it. It was really good. But really, for me, I genuinely believe in the importance of being good and doing good. And I know that when I do things from heart, and I do things out of integrity, and making sure that we're really serving people, like, that is what I care about. That is what we care about. And this call is truly about serving you, about looking at what's going on in your business, looking at what's going on in your life, looking at your vision, and seeing what you need to put in place in order to make that happen. Sometimes that thing that you need to put in place is something that we can offer you. Sometimes it's not. It is okay. You're not, like, it's 100% no strings attached, 100% like just all about giving you clarity around what you need to do. That's it. It is that simple. And I've been very careful about this with my team. And just to give you a little bit of perspective, we have a Marco Polo chat group. Here it is. Okay, we have a Marco Polo chat group where we read books together, where we talk about mindset. That is a type of team that I have. People that are genuinely good and genuinely caring and genuinely out there to help people, you know, transform their lives. I don't believe in doing business just for doing business. I don't believe in doing business just for making money. Yes, I want to make money. Obviously, I want to make money, but I really want to impact people. That is way more important to me than anything else. And I know that it might sound like a cliche, but Go back and watch my videos for years now and watch my content, read my emails, and you'll notice that there really is heart behind everything that I do. So this call is about getting that heart out there and serving people no matter what situation they're in, serving people and helping them get clarity around the things that they need in their business in order to have success. So whether you talk to me directly, or whether you talk to Deb, or you talk to Mel, or you talk to anybody else, we're all wonderful people that are just here to serve you. So I just kind of wanted to give you a little bit of that behind the scenes of how this works. It really starts with us getting on the call with you, looking at your business, looking at all the things that you're doing. Maybe the business doesn't exist, so looking at what you want to build, looking at where you want to go, and seeing what the steps are. Like, what are the missing pieces? Maybe what you need is, okay, you have a great message, but your marketing is off. And so we'll tell you, okay, it seems like what you're missing is in your marketing, and this is what you need to improve. And these are the things that you need to be doing in order to change your marketing strategy. So, or maybe it's, listen, your marketing is great, but your brand looks really crappy. And what you need is to be able to redesign it so that it looks beautiful and you can bring in more people. Or maybe it's whatever, right? There's so many variations of that. So it's about looking at your brand and your business and seeing what's off. Like, do you know how amazing it is to have that sort of clarity? Like, how many times I have been stuck in my own business in the past, obviously, feeling like I don't know what's going on, and then getting somebody from the outside look in and tell you, hey, Fabi, actually, this right here, this is a problem that you need to fix. And you realizing, shoot, this makes total sense. I actually do have to work on this, or I have to work on that. That is so liberating, because sometimes when we're in business, we are so like closed-minded in our problems and our struggles that we don't see that the fix is so simple. Like, the solution to that thing that's been keeping us stuck is the easiest thing in the world, only if you tweak this little thing over here. And all it takes is somebody just telling you from the outside, hey, have you thought about this? For you to say, whoa, I had never seen that, or I never thought about it before. So I feel like when you get on a strategy call, that is really what it's about. It's about getting you that clarity on those little things that were confusing you. And you're like, oh my God, this makes sense. This is what I need to fix. I feel like with business in particular, and this may be true with a lot of areas actually, but with business in particular, there's so many little pieces. There's so many little things here and there that we need to make sure that we're working on and that we're focusing on. And sometimes we forget or we overlook them. And it really takes us like, get back over here. This is where you need to go to have things suddenly change and be like this, right? Like, oh, I got it. It clicked, it's working, it's running, the funnel's working. So having that external look, it really, really can be the thing that you need. Just getting on a freaking free call, which you have no strings attached to, and looking at it and saying, actually, you know what, this does make sense. This is the thing that I need in order to change my business. So anyways, I'm going to give you guys the link to it. It's fabipaolini.com/call. You can book your call. I hope that some of my clients and students, or anybody that's booked a call with me, watches this video and comments below and tells you guys how amazing these calls are, because they really are transformational. Just like Chelsea mentioned right here, they're so good. And I have done these in the past as well with other people, of course. And some of the biggest changes that I've had have been through really great strategy calls. There's been crappy calls, of course, but this is why we've made sure that the calls that people have with my team are not like that at all. They are the best people in the world. And I'm thinking of having them come on here and do a video as well. Mel and Deb, and like I said, we're having somebody else come on the team and do a video for you guys and talk a little bit about the experience of working with me and everything, and even talking to you guys and how powerful that can be. So I'm gonna have them do that soon. But anyways, go ahead. If you've been curious, if you've been struggling in your business, if you are having a hard time connecting with your audience, if you're having a hard time communicating with clarity, if you've been feeling like you don't understand your audience, or there's something off, like this little thing that you need to fix, or a big thing, or you think that there's something in this message that resonates with you, go ahead to fabipaolini.com/call, book your call with the team, and I promise you, it is going to be the best call in life. It is going to be so amazing, and it's going to be transformational. regardless of what happens. And you're going to get so much value of you, so much clarity that you're going to come back thanking me and saying, wow, Fabi, I really appreciate you telling me to book that call. So go ahead, FabiPaulini.com/call, and I will hear from you guys soon. Ciao.